Right now on ABC 10 News at 4, the extra boost for dozens of restaurants as they continue to rebound from the pandemic. Plus, we're less than 24 hours away from golfers teeing off at the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines. That's where San Diegan Phil Mickelson is looking to make history. Our team is live at the golf course. And it might feel cooler, but the heat wave is not over in San Diego, and now a flex alert is on the horizon.
ABC 10 News at 4 starts now.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Lindsay Pena in for Kimberly Hunt. Right now, ABC 10 News anchor Steve Atkinson is joining us live from the Port of San Diego. Hi, Steve.
Lindsay, we are down here at the Portside Pier right behind me. It's one of these places that opened as the pandemic came on last year, as it actually surged. And this place made it and survived throughout the pandemic. I'm here because tourism is so incredibly important to the city of San Diego. We had the state just reopen yesterday, but I think that was just a rubber stamp. I was down here this weekend. It was packed with people. Tourism is so incredibly important to San Diegans because it houses about 200, almost 200,000 people with their jobs full time. So you know that's important. It provides billions of dollars into our economy as well. We're going to talk more about that as the newscast goes on. The other thing we want to talk about is small business and local restaurants, mom and pop shops. They are so important to San Diego coming back and our economy thriving. Our John Horn is live in University Heights right now with one restaurant that got a little bit of help. John.
Flavors of East Africa is one of 77 local restaurants that got a $2,000 grant today. And while social distancing restrictions have lifted, the owner tells me challenges remain. Flavors of East Africa has stood on El Cajon Boulevard for a decade. Owner Alvin Owino says nothing has tested him like the pandemic.
Last year and this year has been the hardest of all. You know, it was worse than even opening.
On Tuesday, the state lifted coronavirus restrictions, meaning Flavors of East Africa can once again fill its dining room. But that won't solve its remaining challenges, including reopening its location near SDSU.
It's really lagging behind. We closed it just because the students were not there, but we're hoping that we're going to be reopening that one very soon too.
A little help came Wednesday when SDG&E and the California Restaurant Foundation granted Flavors of East Africa and 76 other local restaurants each $2,000. Recipients had to show they lost at least 20% of their revenue from 2019 to 2020. Those selected averaged 11 years in business and had fewer than 10 workers.
They're still building back from all those months of losses. They're rehiring. They are still covering the costs to retrofit patios and all the PPE. It's just, we're not out. We're just not out of the woods yet.
While $2,000 won't make it or break it for a restaurant, Owino says he does at least have one thing in mind.
Going back to SDG&E and pay back all the bills that are pending, yeah, there's many other things you can do with it.
And Flavors of East Africa also got 2 PPP loans to help make it through the pandemic. If you'd like to see the full list of the 77 restaurants that got those grants today, we've posted it on our website, 10news.com. For now, live in University Heights, John Horn, ABC 10 News.
John, thank you so much. So many people are in need of that government assistance, as we've been talking about for so long. We're going to share more of that for you at 4:30 about what Governor Gavin Newsom is still doing for people all around the state to try and come out of this pandemic and the financial crisis that we've had. Also at 5 o'clock, we're going to be talking with individuals from the Port of San Diego. They run everything from Shelter Island all the way down to the border, all along the coast. They are responsible for this Portside Pier behind me, the restaurants, the cruise terminal in front of me here, and everything along the port. It provides billions of dollars to this city. Much more on that coming up at 5 o'clock. Lindsay, back to you.
All right, thanks, Steve. And as a reminder, we have a complete breakdown of rules about mask wearing and gatherings amid California's reopening. That is on 10news.com. The husband of missing Chula Vista mother, Maya Migliete, has filed a lengthy response to a petition for a gun violence restraining order we first told you about last month. In court documents obtained by ABC 10 News, Larry Migliete claims he was illegally held by Chula Vista police for 6 hours as they searched his home for a second time last month. That sworn declaration is a response to a petition for a gun violence restraining order that was served to Larry on May 7th. In that order, investigators said he owned a cache of firearms, some legal, others not. Larry says his guns were all legally obtained. He calls it a collection approved by his wife. Coming up at 5, we'll take a deeper look at those documents and why Larry says he's been living in a hostile environment. The last practice rounds are wrapping up right now at Torrey Pines, where the 121st U.S. Open is set to begin tomorrow morning. For San Diegans, one hometown player will, of course, be the center of attention. ABC 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins is live at Torrey Pines, where Phil Mickelson is looking to make some history. Hi, Ben.
And today, Lindsay, is Phil Mickelson's 51st birthday. Now, he's already won one major after the age of 50. The big question this week, can he do it again and complete the career Grand Slam at a tournament where he's finished in second place at 6 times before?
It's a unique opportunity because I've never won a U.S. Open. It's in my backyard. I have a chance to prepare properly, and I wanted to put in the right work. So I've kind of shut off all the noise. I've shut off my phone. I've shut off a lot of the other stuff to where I can kind of focus in on this week and really give it my best chance to try to play my best.
Mickelson did just that last month at the PGA Championship, becoming the oldest major champion in golf history. He's following in the footsteps of his friend Tom Brady, who won a Super Bowl earlier this year at the age of 43.
When you see somebody do it and do something, what he's doing, which is play football at the highest level at an age that really nobody else has ever done it, it's inspiring and it's motivating, and then when you see it happen, it's much easier to do.
One thing Mickelson hasn't done in more than 20 years is win at Torrey Pines. He played the course often in high school and won the Farmers Insurance Open 3 times in his pro career, but not since the course was redesigned in 2001 to secure a U.S. Open.
Although it's a lot different than when I grew up 35 years ago, it's still is a special site, and it's in remarkable shape.
And Mickelson says he's put in a little extra effort to see if he can make some more major magic.
So I've spent a lot of hours out here on the greens last week to see if I can get that local knowledge again, and we'll see how it goes, but I had a lot of fun kind of relearning and spending a lot of time out here.
Well, Mickelson will begin his quest tomorrow in the first round, teeing off at 7:51 a.m. on the 10th hole alongside fellow San Diegan Xander Schauffele. We'll have much more on the tournament and the stories out here at the U.S. Open coming up on 10 News at 5. Live at Torrey Pines, I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
All right, thanks, Ben. Now to our weather. A flex alert does go into effect tomorrow to urge people to ease the strain on the state's power grid and prevent possible outages. This comes amid the heat wave in San Diego County and across much of the state. It will be in effect from 5 to 10 p.m. And taking a live look outside, temperatures felt slightly cooler today, but as we mentioned, we're still experiencing a heat wave. Meteorologist Angelica Campos is tracking that heat. Hi, Angelica.
Hi, Lindsay. A big difference today, of course, the clouds arriving last night, lingering this morning, keeping the marine layer along the coast and making it feel a little bit better. And even though the numbers are lower, it is still hot and the heat wave continues. As we go into tonight, those clouds will be lingering once again, trapping the heat. But since yesterday, we've seen temperatures drop close to 20 degrees in some of our inland communities. Does that make it cool? Not really. 85 degrees in Escondido right now with that almost 20-degree temperature difference since yesterday. Along the coast, much better as expected, and we'll see that through the rest of the week. However, temperatures are going to stay mild as we go into tonight, even at 8 o'clock, well into the 70s in Escondido and Ramona. Again, clouds will linger. Monsoonal moisture now into the mix. It'll make it uncomfortable tomorrow. I'll pinpoint the changes we'll continue to see this week.
The number of states lifting coronavirus restrictions is rising, but so are cases of the new Delta variant. The CDC has now changed its classification from a variant of interest to a variant of concern. Doctors say Delta is transmitted more easily and causes more severe symptoms. However, a new study shows both doses of the Pfizer vaccine are 88% effective against the Delta variant. One dose is 33% effective. Researchers expect Moderna to offer similar numbers. The Biden administration just bought an extra 200 million doses of the Moderna vaccine. Most of them will be delivered by the end of the year and the rest at the beginning of 2022. The company says the additional vaccines could be used as a booster shot or to vaccinate children. The U.S. may also share some of the doses with other countries. Experts are already looking ahead to this year's flu season across the U.S. In 2020, we had record low numbers. One child died from the flu compared to the nearly 200 flu-related deaths from the year before. There were 144 reported deaths back in 2018. The big changes we saw in 2020 were the use of face masks and social distancing.
Influenza is a bit less transmissible than COVID-19, so face masks are even more effective.
Josh Petrie is a research assistant in infectious diseases. He says it can be hard to forecast how a flu season will go, but it's likely we'll see more flu cases this year as fewer people wear masks.
We've already seen some viruses start to return, like RSV, rhinovirus, some of the other coronaviruses that usually cause colds. We've started to see those come back.
Less immunity in the overall population is also possible as fewer people caught the flu in the past year. So taking proper precautions is still important. There's a lot of focus right now on the COVID vaccine, but getting the flu shot is equally as important.
It's going to reduce your risk of getting sick, reduce your chances of passing it on to other people. And so definitely it's recommended that everyone gets it to reduce their risk and to reduce transmission.
Influenza activity typically picks up around October, according to the CDC. The flu shot is usually available in the early fall.